Yeshiva World.
Well, Boston eventually I'm a papa. So, I'm starting on the deck. People ask me how long this is taking, and I've decided it's probably 23 years. Because growing up in a small town in Acworth, New York, there was a little shul in Kahamson, and in the back was this huge arm with these glass doors, and inside were these books that were around half the size of me, and I never knew what they were. But I remember looking at them all the time and deciding that one day I wanted to read them. And I didn't know what they were, and years went by, and I remember every once in a while we weren't allowed to touch them, but I'd sneak and I'd open the glass door, and I would touch the books a little bit and then close it before the parents found out, before the adults came by. And as I got older, I found out there was a set of shots. It was a set of Gemara, and that sits in my parents' house today. It wasn't until I was 15 or 16 years old I was finally able to get my hands on a translation, Siyum edition, to start learning. And my first Gemara I ever learned was Masechtas Pesachim. And if anybody who's opened up to the first daf of Masechtas Pesachim talking about light, which in Hebrew is or, and tries to read or written this or that, and you see the word or 16 times in a sentence, you have absolutely no idea what they're talking about if you don't know the word is light. I couldn't figure it out. I closed it up. I said, okay, not yet, one day. And I went to Yeshiva at 17, and then first started really learning Gemara. I remember the first, I'd like to thank my brother for always giving me a drop, giving me advice. I remember the first advice my brother ever gave me. I remember it out of young. I was around 2, maybe 3 years old. We were in our bunk beds. He was on the top bunk, I was on the bottom, and he told me to be quiet. That was the first advice he'd ever given me. Baruch Hashem, he's given it to me many times since. I've received the same advice in different situations. And I'd like to thank my wife, who's always been there, always supporting me in my learning and in life. Really in Ishtay, Kenegdai. And as they always say, a good wife is somebody that supports you. And Baruch Hashem, I have many, many ideas and things I'd like to do in life. So she's always there to tell me, what I should do. And also, when I have some crazy ideas, she's also standing by me saying, maybe we should rethink this one. It's not the best idea. That happens quite often. I'd like to thank my wife for coming. Always, there's also my buddy Lola. Baruch Hashem, always talking about the Malacha, my silence. Still answers the phone when I call. Baruch Hashem. I know that's definitely not an easy task. If you answer by accident, that's one thing, but to even call back is already...
That's a mila.
Yeah, that's a mila. That takes fun. I know, so I'd like to thank the Rav as well. Always answering silence. Of course, my in-laws, when I got married, they bought me a set of Pasim Shas. And the deal was that I learned it. And I said, I don't want to watch, because a watch is a very nice watch, but if I don't use my time wisely, it doesn't make a difference. So I'd like a Shulchan Aruch instead. My father-in-law said, fine, I'll buy a Shulchan Aruch instead of a watch. Says, but you got to learn it. That's the deal. I'll buy it. He said, you burn them up, go through them. When they're not usable anymore, I'll buy you another set. So Baruch Hashem, they're still usable, but if I'm ever late, it's my father-in-law's fault because I don't have a watch. That's why things don't usually start on time. So I'd like to thank also obviously my roommates, Erez, for always supporting me while we went to Mir together. Also Kabusa, also everybody else here for always being there for me. It's been 23 years now of work and learning. From those small days in the Catskill Mountains, of Ellenville, New York, which some of us know very fondly, don't know too much. So I'm going to do the Siyum, and I've been advised on how to do the Hadvan, but I'm going to read the last part of the Gemara on the Masechtas Brachos. I think it's the first one, and I figure it's about time to start over already. Start here. Amar Rabbi Eliezer, Amar Rabbi Chanina, Rabbi Eliezer said in the name of Rabbi Chanina, Amar Rabbi Chamer, Rabbi Shalom Ba'olam, our scholars increase the peace in the world. The Nemar, B'chol B'nei Lumdei Hashem, B'rov Shalom Ba'olam. And all your sons will be disciples of Hashem, and abundant will be the peace of your sons. I'll take Rei Bonai, Ela Bonai. Don't read your sons don't read as your sons, but as
the Torah was given in order to bring flavors to the world. The Yevamos and Rambam says in the end of Hanukkah that lo nitna Torah lahagi shalom she'emar called Nesivoseha shalom. Called Nesivoseha shalom. Shalom means blameless. Blameless means that everybody does their part towards the perfection of the whole. Only the Rebbeinu is perfect. Everything else means many, many different things, and therefore every time the Chacham adds his chelik in Torah, adds his flames to the world, and the more the Chacham learns all the chalakim of Torah, the more of that flames he can add. So you're on the way to at least went through Kol HaTorah Kula almost. There's still a few things more left to do, but they're on the way. And Yitz Hashem, we always say to a living person, Leich Lishalom, not Leich Bishalom. Not living person, we say Leich Bishalom. He's already reached whatever shleimus he has. But a living person is always going towards more and more shleimus, and Yitz Hashem. That's what Yitz Hashem should be able to do. To start now, Hadron Olef, Hadron Chalon, as you said it, that's what you do. And the Masech is the more you go over it, and the more you learn it once, the easier it is the second time, and the third time, and then you have a life where you're able to go over hundreds of times. Kol HaTorah Kula, right, and bring that shleimus to the world. And that itself is tremendous nachas that we don't have to say. Nachas to the grandparents, great-grandparents, and all of the siblings, and the entire crowd.